And welcome out to Defiance High School, where tonight the St. Mary's Roughriders face the Bryan Lady Bears in a district final game here at Defiance. St. Mary's comes into the contest 14-6, 7-2 in the Western Buckeye League. Bryan 15-4, 6-1 in the NWOAL. Good morning, everybody. Chris Malenga and Eric Herman are going to do double duty again today and be color and run things. So, Eric, welcome, and beautiful facility out here at Defiance, and it's nice that there's sunshine.
Great facility, great day. I mean, look at the clouds, Chris. Can you ask for a better day for a Saturday morning at the moment, afternoon for the first pitch?
Absolutely.
Great
Well,
day.
The Lady Bears got here by defeating Lima Bath, and they advanced with a 9-0 victory over the Wildcats back on Thursday. That game, of course, started on Tuesday and got rain delayed, and Bears got out of it in the first inning and went on to win. And then St. Mary's beat 11-6. They beat Napoleon, which was kind of shocking to us, and that's how they got here. It is the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to first pitch. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. Had a chance to chat with Bryan head coach Hillary Staten. You're going to hear that after this timeout on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malenga alongside head coach Hillary Staten of the softball team. And, well, it took a couple of days, but we got that win in the district semifinal. Let's talk a little bit about Tuesday preparation. We had rain most of the day, turf field at Defiance. They introduce you guys, starting lineup happens, and then there's a 10-minute rain delay. What at that point, what's your thoughts?
We're just making sure we're ready to go, but honestly, the rain was a little unnerving. Didn't really want to start a game, where it's potentially unsafe or a deficit for either team. So, but we knew we had to look past that and just go with whatever the umpires were telling us, and that's what we did. And fortunate enough that they were able to see pretty early on that it wasn't a fit condition for that game to take place. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, Thea walks the first three. She has 5 walks all season, and then she walks the first 3. And at that point, I mean, you guys just got to be frustrated that, it's obviously not good conditions to play in. Did you say anything to umpires, or were they thinking that they were coming that decision on their own?
I definitely expressed my concern. I let them know that I didn't think that the conditions were fit to play this game. It's not just your average non-league regular season game. And I expressed that I thought the conditions weren't safe and it wasn't a good idea. I think they were in the same mindset as I was. It's just hard to make that decision when it is a tournament game and everybody has traveled so far to get there. But all in all, I think they made the right decision, and luckily they did when they did. So they hold till 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, they decide they're doing Thursday. Thursday comes. We've had some rain, but it looks pretty promising to play. Thea starts out with the bases loaded and gets out of that jam. 2 strikeouts, and it was a pop up, or it was a bunt. A bunt. They fielded it at home. Right. Yep.
But what about that grit and mentality to get out of that?
Yeah, we repped it in practice. We prepared them mentally. We knew that we were at a little bit of a deficit, but we stepped up to the challenge, and that's what I promoted in practice is, it's fine. We're just going to go out there and do our thing as though it's 0-0, start of the first inning, just like we always would for our first of our games. So, Thea throws another no-hitter. It feels like at this time it's kind of old hat. But let's talk about Bryan offensively. We had some great offensive contributions, especially from Reese Roofer. Yeah, absolutely. It's so fun to see a freshman not only in the top of the batting order, but to pull through as she has all season. She started out the season really hot for us and went through a little bit of a lull, and I'm saying a lull, just not going 3 for 4 or 2 for 3, where she just maybe getting 1 hit or moving some runners. But she had a great night last night. She was super comfortable at the plate, and it's just real fun to see her step up and be able to be a great leader even as a young freshman.
When we prepped up for Bath, you talked about their pitcher being a little bit of a slower pitcher, a little bit more erratic on the corners. Did the girls, do they like that kind of thing when it's a slower pitcher? They can see it come all the way in, or is it harder to do?
It is harder. Okay. We are super impatient. Everybody just wants to get up there and just crush the ball because they're great hitters, and that's what we do in the cages. So it is very challenging to stay back and to wait for that perfect pitch. But I thought we had glimpses of that throughout every inning. It may not have been the same batter every time, but they were, a key player would step up and have a great at bat, and that would lead the next player.
Yeah.
So we were able to manage it.
Yeah, and did a good job of spacing runs out. Got a 9-0 lead and get out of there with the win. And I felt like being up in the booth, the energy from the girls was just like you could sense that even that far away, not on the field. It was they were ready to come.
Yeah, it's a fun atmosphere. Like, I can't say enough about the energy of these girls. Like, I would invite anybody into the dugout, and they're going to have a great time because that's what these girls do. They play loose. They're very serious and they're very competitive, but they keep themselves loose and energized and super supportive for each other, and that's a huge component of our success.
Absolutely. So 9-0 win. Second game of the tournament there is Napoleon and St. Mary's. Napoleon up in that game. St. Mary's hits a grand slam and then a couple more runs tacked on, and St. Mary's ends up winning. And now we're facing St. Mary's in the district final at Defiance. But when we look back, and you and I both kind of look back, we don't think we've ever played St. Mary's in softball.
No, not that I've seen. Yeah.
So, I mean, I know they've been in our district before and things like we just have never hit them. And I look back several years of stats and couldn't find them. We've played them in soccer, we've played them in basketball, but just not in softball. So when you look at them and you scout them, what do you see out of St. Mary's?
Strong hitters. They definitely are good at the plate, so we'll have to manage that and be ready on defense, and then just keep doing what we do offensively. You know, hopefully we're able to hit top to bottom and put runs on the board early.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's interesting because like the different sports, how you scout. You know, for football, obviously you're watching film and you're scouting and what the opponent's going to do to you. But for softball, it really is about what you can control, right?
Absolutely. You know, we watched last night for a couple innings and took some good notes on their players. But yeah, it's, you know, what are their strengths? Who has their best arms? What does their pitcher do? Obviously. And, you know, who is strong in their batting order. We just make a few notes on that and just control what we can control from there.
Is there anything with those notes that you saw that stands out to you about St. Mary's?
We're just ready for them to put the ball in play.
Yeah.
So we just have to make
Defense
sure defense has to step up. Thea's got to be on point, hitting her spots, and making sure that we just stay sharp and alert on defense.
Yeah. Well, you're back in your 4th straight district final, and we hope that you can get a win and get into the regionals again.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, Coach Hillary Staten, best of luck as we go along. It's the Golden Bears Sports Network. Going to take this time out. Come back with more after this.
1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The Health Class Film Guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, today's game being brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Thiel Supply Center. First off, before we look at the two teams, we do want to send out a kind word to our friends at WBNO WQCT. For those of you that didn't hear last night, the building caught on fire. It's a total loss for the radio station. And Eric, you and I have a lot of good friends that work there.
About 4 o'clock this morning. We both have spent a lot of time out there, and Andy and Goob and BB
Jim Funderburg.
Funderburg.
So it's we just feel for them.
It's a tight-knit community when you get into this around here.
Absolutely. So today we're going to continue to acknowledge their sponsors just in a little show of solidarity, even though the game today is not on the radio. So if you're looking for it, or we're looking for it, why it's not on the radio, that's why. So let's take a look at these two teams. First off, these two teams have never faced each other in softball. So we've played them in baseball, girls soccer. We've played them in basketball, but we've never played them in softball. So this will be interesting. We've been in the same district for a long time and just haven't been able to reach them as we've done that. So let's take a look. I think St. Mary's last 5 games works. We'll see if I'm accurate and maybe not. So the Golden Bears, meanwhile, sitting at 15-4, 6-1 in the NWOAL. There's St. Mary's last 5 games. The Golden Bears sitting at 15-4. Let's take a look at their previous 5 games. And their game did not show up against the other night against Lima Bath. So I don't know what's going on with technology today. It's a wonderful thing. So we will we'll just skip right past that. Let's see if the NWOL standings do work and the WBL standings. Those should work, hopefully.
If I can find the right buttons.
If you can find the buttons. So we got home standing or conference home and conference away on your buttons. There's the Golden Bears.
You got to get the right terminology for me here.
So there's, and Archbold wins that league. Bryan's only lost to Archbold, and so Archbold the outright league champion in the NWOAL. Let's take a look at the WBL. And Salina, your top one there, and St. Mary's third. And now we're going to hit our national anthem, brought to you by Veteran Services of Williams County.
National anthem again sponsored tonight by the Veteran Services of Williams County, or this afternoon. Used to saying tonight.
All right, so let's take a look at our keys to the game, being brought to you by the Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers, your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They have consistently remained number 1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs, and I will preface this by saying we reached out to St. Mary's multiple times, got nothing back from any of their coaching staffs, not even a roster or anything, so we've been scrambling a little bit. So if it sounds like we're scrambling, we are, and we also don't have any keys to the game for them. But for the keys to the game for the Bryan Golden Bears, put the ball in play through good at-bats, strong defense, be in every play mentally and physically, and score early and often, the keys to the game. And that last one is pretty particular because of this one the other night when they were down, St. Mary's down 5-3, and then they got ahead with a grand slam home run, and that was a big change there. And so that's why the Golden Bears need to score early and often.
It's one of those things we talked about last night on air that you don't anticipate a grand slam as your comeback win, but way to go for them. I'm sure that was quite the excitement at the field.
It was. And now let's meet our game officials. Tri-State Vision Center has been serving the area since 1977. Contact us either at our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Officials John Myers, Steve Abbott, and Harold Myers. And at first I thought maybe those guys are related, but they're not because they're spelled differently. So there you go, a couple of Myers and an Abbott. So
you didn't spell it my way, that it was just wrong.
Yeah, I know. This is the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to first pitch. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. Going to take pregame break 3, come back with our pregame weather, starting lineups and more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused. Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams.
Back at the Golden Bears Sports Network, pregame weather conditions being sponsored by the Allie Held Herman Memorial Run and Walk. Mark your calendars and lace up your shoes for the 5th annual Allie Held Herman Memorial Run and Walk on Saturday, July 19th, 2025 at the McDonald Rough Ice Rink. Right now, 57 degrees outside. It feels like 55 degrees. Winds out of the northwest at 9 miles per hour. Clear. And just a few clouds in the sky, and what a perfect day. Temperature's a little chilly for the end of May, but beautiful otherwise.
It's a beautiful day. The sun is warm if you're in the shade. So we're in the shade here. A little bit of breeze coming in. It's a little chillier, but if you're outside, what a beautiful day.
Absolutely. All right, time to meet our starting lineups being sponsored by Debbie's Dairy Free, serving you ice cream, soup, sandwiches, and more. Victories taste sweeter with Debbie's. Call ahead with your order at 419-636-5606. Let's see the batting order for the St. Mary's Roughriders, assuming that it went in. Okay, leading off and playing shortstop, a sophomore, is Cadence Hirschfield. Kelly Holsinger, the left fielder, will bat second. Addison Vandekeer is the pitcher, will bat third. Ava Klosterman, the first baseman, bats fourth. Alexis Shadrack is the second baseman, batting fifth. Aiden Young, the catcher, batting sixth. Kaylee Smith, the third baseman, batting seventh. Claire Turner, center fielder, is batting eighth, and Taylor Meyer is batting ninth. I have two pitchers listed there, which cannot possibly be the case. So we're just going to go with that. All right, so let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the Golden Bears.
Let's play ball.
Looks like this. Arnold behind the plate, Staten on the mound, Mackenzie Blevin at first base, Giselle Kidston second base, Maya Langham at short, Miley Vollmer at third base, Claire Stever left field, Emmeline Slagle is at center field, and Reese Rufer is at right field. Lady Bears getting ready to go here against the St. Mary's Roughriders. Main stop scoreboard today. Main stops open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday, the main stop of Northwest Ohio.
We need a main stop fountain in the booth.
We do. That's. I think that should be part of our next negotiation.
That needs to be our next negotiation, yeah.
Are these supposed to be extra or what? You're sitting up here.
All right, they're doing some final warm-up pitches here. Beautiful view. And looks like we're going to step in. And
fun facility out here. We've got the backstop built up so that the stands are kind of built down in. And
it's nice. It's a beautiful facility here.
And a nice school in the background here for the softball team.
Yep. About ready to get this one underway. And let's see if the Bears can get off to a good start here.
Leading off the top of the first inning, for St. Mary's, shortstop, Cadence Hirschfeld.
So here is Hirschfeld. First pitch to her. Ball one. Swing and miss. Evens the count at one apiece. Staten dealing quickly. Inside. 2-1. Swing and miss. 2-2. Swing and miss got her first Welling Construction strikeout of the game. Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Cha-ching, Sean. This will bring up Kelly Holsinger, your left fielder. She's a senior. First pitch to her inside, ball one. So we always check tendencies as you look at umpires, and this tendency, the inside, is not a strike. That was swung on and missed. I don't know what the umpire was saying there. Oh, they said
explaining what just happened.
Guess it's 2-0.
If I understood correctly, yeah, he was explaining that it was an outside.
That was low. I think that's 3-0 now. It is 3-0. Called strike. I always wonder if
now.
I always wonder if they're 3-0 if you automatically don't go. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, usually it's checked. I mean, unless it is the most absolutely beautiful pitch.
That was a strike in about the same position that the other one was.
Well, the flip side of that is, with our pitching ability, usually you know that it's not going to be a 4.
Right.
Not to put the umpire curse on, or the broadcast curse here. However,
that's ball's high. She'll get to first base. A runner at first now, 1 down, top of the first inning.
Now hitting the pitcher, Addison Vandeker.
This will bring up Allison Vandeker, the pitcher. Inside. Oh, they called that a strike. I'm confused already. I'll take it, but confused. Swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2. Swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again at 0-2. One and two. Check swing. Did she go around? She did not. Evens the count at 2-2. That's swung on. Goes out of play, first base side. Everybody in pursuit.
Including all the parents and kids.
That is swung on, bounced over to Thea Staten. She'll get the first runner at first, and so that advances the runner, 2 down. Top of the first inning, runner at second. So we'll bring up Ava Klosterman, the first baseman.
First baseman, Ava Klosterman.
First pitch swung on and missed. Strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. 2 down, runner at second, top of the first inning. Ooh, outside, ball one. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. So that'll do it. They get a runner aboard on a walk, but nobody gets around. And at the end of the first inning, it is 0-0. Bears and St. Mary's back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, let's take a look at our batting order for the Bryan Golden Bears. Starting lineup sponsored by Debbie's Dairy Freeze, serving you ice cream, soups, sandwiches, and more. Victories taste sweeter with Debbie's. Call ahead with your order at 419-636-5606. All right, leading off is going to be Josie Arnold. She'll be followed by Reese Rufer, Thea Staten, Amaya Langham, Avery Ann Fisher, Miley Vollmer, Claire Stever, Mackenzie Blevins, and Giselle Kidston for the Golden Bears. And let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the St. Mary's Roughriders. Again, lineups brought to you by Debbie's Dairy Freeze. Looks like this. Addison Van de Keer is your pitcher. Aiden Young is your catcher. At first base, Klosterman. Shadrack at second. Hirschfeld at short. Smith at third. Holsinger left field. Turner right field. And Meyer, or Turner center field. Meyer right field. And the first pitch to Josie Arnold is way outside, ball one. When St. Mary's comes up to bat again, we're going to run their batting order again just because the grades were not correct, and I want to make sure that we're given fair treatment here. Outside again, no, we called that one a strike. Ooh.
Helps if I talk in the right headset. When you sit on top of the press box or on top of the dugout, it's so close to the field. Like, we can barely see the third baseline in front of us here. That this field seems so small.
It does feel small. 205 to all parts of it. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
He goes back to show some of the athleticism of the players, though, too, that split-second decisions from when that leaves the pitcher's hands to when you have to swing.
Yep. 2 is across. Outside. She held up 3-2. That's dangerous there as a left-handed slap hitter. You don't want to give the umpire any reason to call that a strike. The payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled back, third base side. Three-two. I guess.
Drop ball. Drop 4.
Was it drop third?
Drop, yep.
No. Well, that was weird. I guess he called that ball 4.
I called ball 4 first. Okay.
That was
they
interesting.
Threw it almost like it was a drop.
Yeah, they did, but I think
they tried to decide if she stepped out.
They
said to step out.
Is that what they said?
With the slap.
I think that I think he called it a strike and not a ball. He was indecisive.
Strike 3. Yep. They said she went too far.
So she'll jog back to the dugout. First pitch, ball 1. Here's Reese Rufer. Had a great game the other night. That's way outside. 2-0. Thanks to the 71 of you who are watching the game currently on our stream. He called that a strike on the outside corner. So the outside corner is going to be key. The thing is, I just don't remember Thea Staten getting those pitches in the top half of the inning. You know what I mean?
Right.
umpire, the Coach Staten went up to talk to the umpire.
Not wanting a discussion with him.
He did not want a discussion.
We are going to use the coaches have
3-1.
Coaches have their batting box, and that's where the umpire wants them to stay today.
I think the problem is that he has the outside corner, but he also has a delayed call.
Yep.
And I think the two of those together are causing some fits. Roofer with a 3-2 count. That is swung on over to shortstop. Reese will get over there, but she is out. Nice hustle there by Roofer to try to get down to first, but 2 down here, bottom of the first inning. Now I got to switch back. Now we're home again. Messed me up the entire game last night, and here we are. This will bring up Thea Staten. Staten, a 404 hitter with a 493 on-base percentage, 20 RBIs. First pitch to her, a ball. Inside corner, 2-0. It'll also be interesting to see if the left-handed hitters and the right-handed hitters have a different strike zone, just because I believe that the outside pitches weren't getting called with the righties, but they are with the lefties. That one is over to second. Quickly, a 1-2-3 inning for the Golden Bears. So no runs, no hits, no errors both ways. We head to the top of the second inning with the main stop scoreboard showing 0-0 back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Beautiful day at Defiance High School for this district final game. Zeros across the board for both St. Mary's and Bryan, and some adjustments.
Over there, up against our camera.
What'd you
not
say?
The smoothest little look there. Got a little wavy. A little seasickness happening.
People
there.
sitting over.
The wind's picked up too,
and people are sitting over by the camera and leaning. So
looks like the younger Defiance softball girls probably up over there.
All right, here we go. Ball one. This should be 20. Alexis Shadrack. And again, if you're just joining us, got nothing from St. Mary's, so this is all last-minute prep that we're doing here.
We're bringing a team, and we'll see you there. That was what they gave us.
And now that we're in the game, we're good. We got the batting order. We got a roster. We're good. Everything's in the computer, right? The 2-0 inside, 3-0. Ball four, 4-pitch walk, and that's rare. And that puts Shadrack aboard. This will bring up Aiden Young, the catcher. Here's the thing. Before the game against Bath, Thea Staten had walked 5 batters the whole season. Then she opened up the game the other day by walking 3 batters in the rain.
Nerves getting back to her again here.
And that is foul ball, strike one.
They pick her up there. She went back to the dugout there and it's taken a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, 1. Looks like she bunts and she fouls it back. 2 strikes.
He was bringing it inside, making it a little more difficult for her to lay down the bunt.
Yeah. Inside, ball 1, so 1-2 the count. Pass ball. Nope. Okay, so the runner's out. I don't know what happened. What happened there? The runner advanced to second. Did she leave early?
Must have left early.
She had to have left early. I thought she made contact when it was foul, but who knows? We'll take it. 1 down, runner at second. This will be Kaylee Smith, the third baseman, the junior. Swing and miss. Okay, so that was it. Drop third strike. She tried to run. First base was occupied.
But with the confusion, was able to still push a runner on.
Yep. Ooh, she reached for that one. 0-2.
Big reach for that one.
Big reach outside there. Well, she saw the ball when Bryan was batting. That was were being called strikes out there. But I mean, again only on left-handed batters really. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Runner at second.
You know the camera behind her plate's a little bit offside, so it's not a direct straight in, but it's still pretty close there.
It is pretty close. It's nice to be able to have a nice day when we can have 4 cameras out and do our thing instead of have to cram 2 in the press box. Swung out and missed. This is 22, Claire Turner, the center fielder. We've compressed our setup each day. Tuesday we came out here, took 6 windows. Thursday we came and took 4, and now we're at 2. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Got the cameras outside, Bailey and Haley. We got our rhyming crew. Last night we had the cousin crew. Tonight we got the rhyming crew. Oh, 2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So the runner aboard does not hurt anybody. In the middle of the second inning, it is Bryan and St. Mary's 0-0. Back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Bears coming to bat. They went 1-2-3 in the first inning. And Almaya Langham will lead things off, 368, batting average 389 on base percentage. First pitch to her. Inside? Ball 1? Inside question mark?
That was a hard.
Must have been low too.
There. Yeah.
Looked pretty decent, but I'm going to trust the batter holding up. There's the outside corner on a right-handed batter. So now we've settled things down and kind of have an idea of his strike zone. 1-1. Swung on right back to the pitcher. And that's one quick out.
It's nice. Three umps out here tonight. Keeps everybody in check.
And she threw it over to first just in case it had bounced. It looked like it lined, but I may have bounced. This will bring up Avery Ann Fisher, the freshman designated player, 321 batting average. See what she can do here. First one of hers in the dirt, ball 1. Did that hit her? That must have hit her.
It looked like from our vantage point that it bounced a couple times before it hit
but
her.
it must have hit her.
She didn't even make an effort to get out of the way of that one. So,
all right, so 1 down, runner at first. Outside, ball 1. That's Miley Vollmer, the junior third baseman, 298 average, 377 on base percentage.
Both teams wearing white today.
Yeah, it's a little confusing. That has swung on, fouled back. The winner of this one faces the winner of Medina Buckeye, and I can't remember who the other team was. And I don't think we have a regional spot set yet. I was talking to John LeBlanc from the Bryan Times, and he said they haven't announced the softball regional sites yet. This is a bunt. She lays it down perfectly.
Foul.
Oh, and they said foul. All right, this makes it 1 and 2. Tell you what, the high fence here at Defiance, if this were the fence like at Bryan with a 205 all the way around, it's a hitter's park, but with that high fence.
I think that's what part of what makes it look small.
Yeah. That was a ball, evens it at 2 apiece. So let's see what Walmer can do with a 2-2 count on her. The 2-2 offering. Inside 3 and 2. See if Vollmer can battle here. Up high. Vollmer heads to first base, so first and second now. 1 out. And that'll bring up Claire Stever. Stever, a 194 batting average with a 275 on base percentage. See what Stever can do right here with 1 out. She looks like she's going to bunt. Bounces it. They get the runner.
Chase back to third base. Back in head first.
Back just in time head first. It's Fisher. So second and third now with 2 down. And Claire Stever did her job by advancing the runners. So this will bring up Mackenzie Blevins, the first baseman, junior, 278 batting average, 298 on base percentage. First pitch to her, check swing. Called strike though. Again, a delayed. It's taking an eternity to call strikes.
Controlling the pace of the game.
That is swung on and missed. Quick 0-2 on
Bryan looking down the third baseline. Also for that home look.
The 0-2 swung on, fouled back, stays alive at 2-2 or 0-2.
Guess you don't have to worry about scuff balls here.
Yeah. The 0-2 offering swung on, fouled back again. See what Blevins can do here. It'd be really nice to get a couple runs here. Outside. Guess that was a ball?
No one says our bench is quiet either. Girls like to make noise down there.
Yes, they do. 1 and 2. Swung on. Bouncing ball to second, and they get it over, and the inning is done. So as we head to the top of the third inning, Golden Bears and St. Mary's tied at 0. Back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
I am blind, but I need not see. I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network here at Defiance High School in the district final game between St. Mary's and Bryan. Bryan, the 1 seed, St. Mary's, the 3 seed. Bears had 2 runners on. Runners at second and third last inning, just couldn't get him around. And St. Mary's comes to bat here in the top of the third inning. So Taylor Meyer, the number 9 hitter, leads off, and it will be the same thing for the Golden Bears as we get in here. Thea Staten's first pitch swung on, foul, strike 1. Take a look at Staten so far tonight. She's thrown 36 total pitches, 22 of them are strikes, 8 batters, walked 2, struck out 5. Look like she's going to bunt, but strike 2.
Vollmer almost right on home plate by the time he called, though.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, popped up, in foul territory, first base side. Levens will make the grab for 1 out. Nice job there by Mackenzie to avoid the runner coming at her and make the catch. So this will bring up the top of the order. Cadence Hirschfeld, the shortstop. Her first time up. That's outside. Ball 1. Her first time up, she struck out. Oh, a 1-0 pitch comes in.
Foul down.
Yep, she fouled that back. 1-1. The 1-1 called strike. My cadence is waiting for the umpire. Staten goes again. Swing on and missed. 2 down. Top of the third. This will bring up the number 2 hitter, Kelly Holzinger. Her last time up. She had a walk. By the way, that was a Welling Construction strikeout of hers. We'll get the live read next one, I promise, Sean. That is swung on and missed. This is Kelly Holzinger, the senior left fielder. Just amazing to me these two teams have never met in softball. We've knocked each other out in soccer and basketball. Swung on and missed, strike 2.
About an hour and a half between the two schools.
Yep.
Down 127 and a jog over. I know the trip well.
Yes, you do. Inside, 1-2. That one I heard him say ball.
He's waking up a little bit. It's 12:30 now.
The 1-2, that's high, 2-2.
Just outside.
Oof. Full count, payoff pitch.
That came inside, yes, sir.
Strike. So that'll do it as we head to the middle of the third inning. The Welling Construction strikeout. Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor where we specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Well, middle of the third inning, no score between Bryan and St. Mary's. Back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malenga, Eric Herman, and it is the bottom of the third inning. No runs, hits, or errors for either team.
I was looking to see if you updated the bug.
No, I forgot to update the bug. I'm going to update the bug right now. I'm going to update the bug right now, Eric. We're going to get you on
20 there. 20 years sitting on the sidelines. Put me back in, Coach.
First pitch, a called strike to bottom of the order, Giselle Kidston.
Outside.
Outside. The 1-1. High and outside, 2-1. Thea Staten has 7 strikeouts tonight. Vandekeer only 1. But the Bears, she's gotten a lot of contact and her infield's made plays behind her. That's a called strike, make it 2-2.
The delay, though. I thought for sure he was going for a ball again with that outside corner, but.
The 2-2. Swung on a miss, drop third strike. See if they get it down in time. They do, so 1 down.
Good bounce off the backstop. He came right back under her feet. Coach had a brief conversation with the umpire for something there.
Top of the order, Josie Arnold. First pitch to her, outside. Last time up, Arnold struck out to start the game. Ball and goes behind, but no harm because nobody was on. One down here, bottom of the third inning, no score. That is swung on. That gets past the second baseman, and Arnold is on with a single. First hit of the game for either team, and it comes off of Josie Arnold. And that pumps up the dugout. This will bring up Reese Roofer, your right fielder. Last time out, she grounded out. First pitch to her called strike. The 0-1 offering. Grounded to the shortstop. She's safe.
Got it right underneath of her. What a beautiful slide.
So now runners at first and second. And I'm going to give her an error on that one. That was right to the shortstop. And that'll bring up Thea Staten. With one down and runners at first and second. Bears had runners at second and third last inning, couldn't get him around. See what Staten can do here. First pitch to her is way outside. Outside. Two and 0. It's a pass ball. Runners go to second and third. 3-0 count. Haven't seen any hard hit balls today. They base hit ball 4, as they used to say in Little League. Ball 4, so now the bases are loaded for Amaya Langham. No homers this year, but she had one in the regional last year as a freshman. And
lineup change here.
I think we're going to get a courtesy runner for Thea Staten if I had to guess. Should be one Anna McCoy. Number 1, Anna McCoy. So McCoy is in as a courtesy runner. We had a mound visit happening, Eric, so we need to do that. Just like a mound visit can stop the game, unexpected plumbing problems can halt your day. Don't let old lead water lines or broken sewer laterals throw you a curveball. For a reliable inspection, call S&S Directional Boring at 419-630-0726. Mound visits brought to you by S&S Directional Boring. I think she's just going out there to pump up everybody. I don't see a pitching change. Everybody will head back to their bases. Let's just check that number of the pitcher. Amaya Langham is up. Although, did they change pitchers? I don't think they did. I
don't think they did a warm-up for any.
Maybe they changed.
I think that's still.
He just still telling her about the
Ron Dalen,
the courtesy runner. One down, bases loaded for the Golden Bears. Outside, ball 1.
48th pitch coming in from her.
Outside, 2-0. Nowhere to put her. That is swung on. Shallow blooper.
Just picked it up. Tag up to third. Drop ball. They think she did not tag up.
Wait a second. All right, it's 2 out. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Get it.
I'm not sure if the umpires in the field know what happened either right now. They are all standing and staring at each other.
Okay, so I guess we're out. That was quick. Okay. We're going to have the top of the 4th inning. I have no idea what happened there. I know that we left the base, or we didn't leave the base early. She ran, but she came back. I don't think she tagged the base, though. I'm not entirely sure what all happened there. But bases loaded. Bases loaded.
Okay, so
all right, so she left early.
Forced runner out for
Okay. That was it. Okay. So she left third early. And all right, so there we go. Let's go to the top of the 4th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Take this timeout on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, well, we head to the top of the fourth inning. St. Mary's and Bryan, nothing. Bears had a hit last inning, had the bases loaded at one point, and a ball was caught. It was hit by Langham, caught in the outfield, and then Josie Arnold left early and needed to get back and did not, and there's where your double play was. So
everybody just run.
Everybody running. So here we go. So Bears waste a bases loaded opportunity with one down, and just watching these two pitchers go, I mean, base runs are going to be at a premium, I think, today, Eric. Now that I say that, it won't be, but I feel like this is a well-pitched game by both teams, and it'll be interesting to see who makes a mistake first that causes an issue. All right, so everybody will gather up here and have a little discussion, a little confidence here. Get fired up here. And I think number 7, Addison Vandekeer, the pitcher, will lead off. Her last time up. Ball one on that one. I'm trying to find Vandekeer's last. She grounded out her first time up. Fouled back, strike one. The 1-1. Called strike on the inside corner, 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Rise ball was close. Lots of full counts tonight. That had swung on, fouled back, spoiled it. Makes it 3-2. Continues to be 3-2.
Good return by the backstop there. Bounced it all the way back out to her.
We see that, yesterday at Ottawa, the stone doesn't do anything; it just dies. But the rubber, the padding here,
the
netting, bounce it right back.
Not much behind home plate.
They're going to be. That's another walk.
Very shallow warning track behind the plate.
So that is the third walk of the afternoon for Staten. 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Baldmer comes over for a word of encouragement as the batter steps in.
Coach is out talking to the behind the plate ump as well. Got a pitch runner.
We have a pinch hitter?
23 coming out.
Running. Oh, pinch hitter, 23 to run. Okay.
Yep. Pinch runner. Or courtesy runner, however you want to.
Yeah, courtesy runner. You said 23?
23.
Reagan Caffey is her name. First pitch looks like a bunt. Going to be foul. Strike one. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning. St. Mary's has one aboard on a walk. That has swung on, fouled out of play. 0-2. Looking at the Bryan official scoring game changer, they do not have an error for St. Mary's, but there has to be an error because it was either a hit or an error, and they don't have a hit either. That is fouled back right on the screen.
Not worried about our cameras tonight. We got a little more space between.
A little bit of space between them.
Yeah.
This is a great setup at Defiance. I love broadcasting here. First game Tony and I ever did on the road when we took over was here at Defiance. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got her. Another Welling Construction strikeout, the 8th of the game. Can see all the Bryan fans in attendance there.
It's kind of a fun little.
Eric's having fun playing with the joystick
with
there.
Cameras on it here.
That's right. So this will be Klosterman stepping in. First pitch to her, called strike.
You have the technology, Chris. You use it, right?
That's right, absolutely. Swung and a miss. Throw down, she's back in time.
Good dive back there.
There aren't many completely turf fields in Northwest Ohio. This is a nice one.
Yeah, last night they had baselines or even grass, which you don't see a lot of those happening.
Strike 3 called. Another Welling Construction strikeout. Woo! That is the 9th of the game for Thea Staten. And 2 down. This will bring up number 14, Hayden Young. First pitch to her, swung on and missed. Strike 1. Strike 2. There's that outside corner. High. Makes it 1-2. That's a pass ball. Runner will get to second. So runner at second now, 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Young. Swung on. Hit into center field. Slagle will come over and make the grab. And 1-2-3 as we head to the middle of the 4th inning. Still 0-0. Bryan St. Mary's back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. We are family-owned, family-focused, caring for families for over 100 years.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's how it looks. 0s across the board for the scoring. For St. Mary's, no runs, no hits, 1 error. For Bryan, no runs, 1 hit, 0 errors. Pitcher continues to be Addison Van de Keer. She has pitched all 3 innings so far. She's thrown 50 pitches, 25 for strikes, faced 13 batters, walked 2, struck out 2, has given up the 1 hit. Abrianne Fisher will bat here. First pitch to her. Called strike. That is swung on. Bouncy ball to first base. First baseman will come over, make the grab, and put it away. That'll bring up Miley Vollmer, the third baseman. Vollmer is 0 for today, but she has a walk. First pitch to her, ball 1. High, 2-0. Swung on. That'll be a base hit. Nice job there by Vollmer to get aboard with 1 out.
Nice little hit out there, right?
Yep. Just got it out past the stretched hands of the second baseman. This will bring up Claire Stever. Stever sacrificed her last time up. She looks like she's going to bunt. And a strike called.
Checking Vollmer down there in first. I want her to stay close.
Do you guys need help with scoreboard?
Bunt. They get the first runner. So Stever again does what she needs to do and sacrifices the runner over. Two down here.
First baseman, Mackenzie Blevins.
Here's Blevins. First to her, a called strike. 2 down here, bottom of the 4th inning. Inside, 1-1.
Just outside.
Yeah. 2-1. We always have to wait because we just don't know. They call that a foul ball.
Assume those go. Yeah, that looked like that landed on the outside. You didn't really see. The home plate umpire made that call. Well hit, though. Well placed. Let's just move it over a foot.
So 2-2. That is swung on. That'll be fouled out of play. Went the wrong direction. Two and two outs. Runner at second. 2's all aboard. Swung on. Bouncing ball. Second base. She mixes it up. And now we've got an issue. Nope. We advanced the runner at third and the runner at first was safe. I thought for a second we were going to get thrown out of an inning again.
I was thinking Vollmer, though, she was looking hardcore to make that run home because they weren't quite paying attention to what was happening there.
All right, so I'll let you weigh on. Hit or error?
It's a well-hit ball.
It is. Want to go with the hit?
May have been mishandled, but a well-hit ball.
We'll go with the hit.
I think it just kind of hit her hard enough that Dropped her down in.
Well, they gave her an error.
All
No,
right.
they didn't. They didn't. They corrected it. We're going to get a pinch runner for... Is Anna McCoy coming back over again? 2 down. Number 10 is pinch running. Mariah Graves is your pinch runner.
Entering the game as pinch runner is number 10, Mariah Graves.
Graves, a freshman. So runner at first is Graves. Runner at third is Ballmer. And this will bring up Giselle Kidston. First pitch to her is swung on, fouled it right into the St. Mary's dugout.
Keeping them awake over there.
Bears have had runners, 2 runners in each of the last couple innings and haven't been able to get them around. See if this inning's any different. The 0-1, she looks to bunt, then pulls it back.
Runner goes.
As we said last night, Eric, you put a pinch a courtesy runner in for the job of
It's
running.
going. Yep.
Like you're not putting her on first base to stand there.
No.
0-2 though the count. That is swung on. Bouncing ball back to the pitcher. She'll throw over. The inning is done, and again the Bears strand runners. We head to the top of the 5th inning. St. Mary's and Bryan still all knotted at 2 or 0 on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, we're sitting here 0-0 tie. The winner of this game moves on to a regional semifinal, and get this, 18 seed West Geauga upsets the number 2 seed Medina Buckeye 3-1 in 8 innings, which means the winner of this one is going to get West Geauga in the regional.
Wow.
An 18 seed upsetting a 2 seed. Goodness.
In the last inning, obviously, if they went 8 innings.
8
that went
innings.
into extra innings.
My
Tied up at
goodness.
1 there.
Well, we're in the top of the 5th inning here. And it's a bunch of no's. Thea Staten, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks through 4 innings. Vanderveer, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. This is Kaylee Smith, the third baseman. First one to her. Over to first, and she might get on. She does not. She does get on. Nice hustle down.
She also did not use the orange.
Just.
So that the umpire could have called that as an interference, too.
Whew. That was close. And in other games we've seen recently, you know, that's the difference, is the play of the infield. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
Swing and a miss for Claire Turner, the center fielder. As a pitcher, you have to trust that the girls behind you are going to keep it going. Strike 2 swinging. You just have to do your thing. You just have to throw your pitches and hope that if they make contact, somebody's got your back behind you. Good hold up there. 1 and 2. She went 49.5% around. Inside. 2 and 2.
Yeah, definitely brought that one inside.
1 down here, top of the 5th inning. Swung on and missed. Got her. Another Welling Construction strikeout. Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712. 2 down now. Top of the 5th inning. Winner of this one will face West Geauga in a regional. First pitch. Site to be determined. I heard something about Clyde, but I haven't seen anything official.
I mean, do they wait until we know both
I think you wait till the
more so that
pairings, maybe. Which is weird, though, because baseball is known like months ago. You know what I mean? Last year we were at Shelby, which Shelby was a great facility. I mean, camera placement was a little challenging. It's a small facility, but I thought they did a nice job taking care of people. Up high, 2-1.
Do they take care of as well as they do in football?
No, not indeed. No prime rib in the press box.
No prime rib in the press box, okay.
No press box whatsoever. Swung on and missed, 2-2. We were in a tent last year. They've got a space right under the press box. We can put a GoPro up in the press box, and they have a space right under the press box for a camera, like a camera, but you got to compete with the news and everything there. That's fouled out of play. So challenging. First day we just had the one stationary camera, and then we figured some more stuff out later. Two outs here. Again, bunch of twos. Swung on a miss. Got her. Look at that. Another Welling Construction strikeout, and that was a beautiful one. And we head to the middle of the 5th inning. 0-0 still. Bears need to get the bats going, but more importantly, get them around the bases. Going to take a timeout. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Beautiful day here at Defiance High School for this district final. It's weird that we're here for a district. And we used to traveling hours to Lima to go to a district. But here we are. Beautiful facility here at Defiance, and the weather's finally paid off, so we could.
Finally, I think we've settled down and not running all over.
And still able to put our cameras outside today, get you some pretty pictures.
But a pretty stiff left to right breeze happening right now.
Is there?
I'm seeing both flags over at the school and here at the stadium blowing pretty straight out.
Hopefully, our student camera people brought like sweatshirts and stuff like that. That one's a called strike on the outside corner.
I think they've got the sunshine out there.
They do have the sunshine out there.
You see most parents, a lot of them are in sweatshirts yet.
The 1-1 swung on and missed. 1-2.
A little behind on that swing.
The game will be next Wednesday at 2 p.m. at a location to be determined later, if whoever wins this game. 1-2. Swung on. Over to third. Out. Nice effort there by Smith, the third baseman. She was playing up, anticipating a bunt, and it just came right to her. So this will bring up Reese Rufer.
Now batting, Reese Rufer.
Rufer today is 0 for 2. First pitch to her. Strike on the outside corner. That one's well outside. 1-1. Way outside, 2-1. Interesting that, you don't have to wear fielders' masks at high school level. You got the pitcher, first baseman, and shortstop wearing them. Second and third are not. That is swung on, bouncing ball over to third. She throws, 2 down.
Yeah, Chris, our daughters both played. It's one of those that they don't have to at their league now either. But once you have that near miss, you wear one again.
For sure. Absolutely.
That return of ball is so fast. Any little bit of extra you can give a
especially just 60 feet away.
Yeah.
All right, this will bring up Thea Staten. First pitch to her, check swing, but a strike. 2 down, bottom of the 5th inning. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Brings her pitch count up to 76 now.
Yeah, and that's nothing in softball, really.
No.
It's a couple innings worth of work.
Yep.
1 and 2. Just a completely different motion than baseball. Carter Dominic had 98 pitches last night when he went out in the baseball game, and that's a lot of pitches for baseball.
That's
just getting started.
Just a weird pitching game.
Yeah. Two's the round. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swung on. That'll be in for a single to left field. Actually, nope, just a single. So runner at first, 2 down. Staten does her job, and this will bring up Amaya Langham. Let's see if we get a courtesy runner for her because she's the pitcher. Is Anna McCoy jumping out? Yes, she is. Anna McCoy, the courtesy runner for Staten.
Shortstop, Amaya Langham.
Let's see what Langham can do here. Tonight, she is 0 for 2.
Pass ball.
Down low. She goes to second. Thought about third for a second, but held up. That would have been a tough one from first to third. That is swung on. Bounced over the pitcher. They're going to send the runner. No, they're not. That'll just advance the runner to first. Or advance the runner to third, excuse me. And then on the throw, Langham goes to second. So should bring up Avery-Ann Fisher.
It's one of those, you wait a minute at first base.
Yep.
Make that run, hoping they see you, it screws something up, allow your third baseman, your runner on third, to advance to home.
Yep.
St. Mary's said, nope, go ahead and have it. We're not playing this game.
Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Inside to Vollmer. No, they called that strike.
Call strike, yep. I did hear him call strike as soon as it came in, and then he delays and then does the ring up.
That is swung on, pop foul, first base side, out onto the concrete. Quickly 0-2. A question I have is, McCoy's pretty fast. Do you send her on a pass ball? How aggressive do you get with base running?
There's not a lot of room back there. But you're 5th inning, bottom of 5th, with nothing yet.
Swung on, fouled back.
No outs to give. But we've stranded
a lot. I'm trying to figure out how many. I don't see a left on base number on our scoring here, but it's got to be approaching double digits, if not double digits.
Yep. Guess we're staying alive.
Abrian doing a good job of fighting pitches off. Outside, 1-2 now. Anything out of the infield will score a run. That is swung on. Diving past the diving shortstop. That'll score 1 run.
Holding up second.
This runner will go to second, so still second and third. 1 run in for the Golden Bears. And they take the 1-0 lead. The 5th hit of the game for Bryan. 2-out run scored. And that was a nice piece of 2-strike hitting from Abrian Fisher. This one we got Miley Vollmer. First pitch to her, swung on, fouled back again to the dugout. Bryan hitters are picking on St. Mary's over there at the dugout.
Bouncing them off the netting over there.
All right, Vollmer has an 0-1 count. Good hold, now 1-1. Sometimes 1-1, swung on, that is fouled back. 1-2. Again, another hit into the outfield. Past the infield will score another runner. Langham pretty fast too. She stands at third. She took that one, 2-2. She just needs to put it in play and drive it.
Could really
just
use
could use a couple more runs here. She's capable. Swung on, fouled back again.
All the frustration in her face. She wanted that one.
Yes, she did. The 2-2. That'll be a fair ball.
Beautifully laid down the line.
Another run scored and two runs scored.
In. Absolutely.
So nice hitting there. Vollmer sneaked it inside the right field line. And they take a 3-0 lead with 2 outs. And now we got another mound visit. Mound visits. They can stop the game, but unexpected plumbing problems could halt your day. Don't let old lead water lines or broken sewer laterals throw you a curveball. For reliable inspection, call S&S Directional Boring at 419-630-0726. New pitcher, I believe it's going to be number 13. Number 13 is going to be your new pitcher. That is Riley Berg. And the final line on the first pitcher, Vandeveer, 4 2/3 innings pitched. She gave up 6 hits, 3 runs. All 3 runs are earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And Berg will come into the game She was not in the original lineup, so she's fresh off the bench. And Berg is a sophomore. So we'll change her in the batting order. I'm assuming she's going to bat for the pitcher because they did not use a designated player. While they do, well, she's almost done warming up. So let's just chat about tomorrow. Graduation. In addition to all this, we've got 160 some kids graduating tomorrow from Bryan High School, and we'll have that for you. That'll be on Golden Bear TV, though. YouTube.com/@GoldenBearTV. All one word there. Have to put the @ in there. I don't understand why you have to put the @ in there for Golden Bear TV, but you don't for Bryan Sports.
It is now.
So
the new YouTube.
I don't know. So Berg's now your pitcher.
It's at 1 o'clock tomorrow, correct?
Yep. Well, doors open at 1 o'clock. Graduation at 2 o'clock. Pre-stream at 1 o'clock, though. We'll have some cool stuff for you. So do tune in at 1 o'clock. We'll have a good pre-stream for you. Baby Bears video, senior slideshow, a couple cool new ones this year. And, I had 40 minutes to fill, Eric, and we got it to 39-38. Can't get any closer than that. That is swung on and foul. That's Claire Stever fouls it off. Didn't see you step her in.
Yep. This new pitcher is a quick.
Yeah.
They're looking to slow down Bryan's momentum here a little bit.
Big curve. It looked like it was coming in on the outside side and then went inside. Swung on. That'll get into the right field. Coming over to third.
Behind it.
And that'll advance the runner. So a single there. And on the throw, she goes to second. So good job there by Stever. This will bring up Kenzie Blevins. So Stever's at second with 2 outs. That's a called strike down the middle. That time I heard it too.
They get more vocal out there. We're hearing the crowd more. We're hearing the umpires more.
All right, so I figured he might chime in, but Nate Marroquin just texted me. That's swung on over to shortstop. They'll throw to first, and that'll do it. But the Golden Bears pick up 3 runs. And we had, let's see, it's a 3-0 game, 3 runs, and they put in 4 hits in that inning. So they do leave a couple aboard, and we head to the top of the 6th inning with your score, 3-0 Bears. And we do have an update, 7 runners left on base through 4 2/3, and we'll make that now 9 runners left on base.
Okay.
There we go. All right, we're going to take a timeout, come back with the top of the 6th after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan Built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan Built.
Life's daily battles are not meant to be fought alone.
Cloud, you okay?
Because checking in on a friend can create a safe space. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Seize the awkward. It's totally worth it.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network. I probably should connect that a little bit better. Nate Marroquin texted me and told me Bryan left 7 through 4 3 2/3 innings, and now they've left 9 after 5. So there we have the number. And if anybody's going to keep you accurate, it's going to be Nate. Yep, for sure. Absolutely. So St. Mary's will come to the plate here in the top of the 6th inning, trailing 3-0.
The Mark Kelly of baseball, softball.
Yeah, he is.
The walking encyclopedia.
He is. Looks like a bunt. It'll go down. And they get her. What a stretch by Mackenzie Blevins. Oh. Wow. That is a good first baseman right there. This will bring up number 6, Kelly Holzinger. That was the top of the order with Caden Searchfield as well. Holzinger now the left fielder. First pitch, a ball. Holzinger is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk tonight. Umpire calls time.
Not happy with coach.
I think you're probably right.
I think that's you have such a tight stadium.
Yep.
Any comment coming out of the dugout is heard very easily.
Yes.
Not
indeed.
that comment was not intended to be heard. It was kind.
Yeah, we're close to the action right here. The dugouts are close to the action. 1-1 count. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Top of the 6th inning, 1 down, 3-0 Bears over St. Mary's. Winner will face West Geauga, who upset Medina Buckeye 3-1. That game will be Wednesday at 2 p.m. wherever. Site to be determined. That was an 18 seed beating a 2 seed for those of you following along. Another new team will get to face. I do not even believe, or St. Mary's will get to face, depending. Strike 3 called, another Welling Construction strikeout. 2 down. Top of the 6th. And who would have thunk it? Just got a text from Mark Kelly. Did I just hear a shout out? I'm listening in Florida. How is that possible? Thanks, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Fouled out of play. 0-1. Everybody's listening. Let's do a little check-in, Eric, shall we? Let's see how many we got watching right now. 92 people watching. Swung on and missed. 0-2.
Probably a little warmer down there in Florida.
Probably a little bit warmer.
Sunny skies like we have here, but
a little bit warmer. High and outside, ball 1. 2 down here, top of the 6th inning, 3-0 Bears. Three 7-0 for Bryan, 0-0-1 for St. Mary's, and he rings her up.
Just painted the outside corner. That's
yep.
Beautiful.
So middle of the 6th inning, Bears lead 3-0 over the Roughriders of St. Mary's. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Back out at Defiance High School. Bottom of the 6th inning, Bears lead 3-0 over St. Mary's. And got 3 in the bottom of the inning, the last inning. We might have some pinch hitters coming in. Let's see if we got here. We have Anna McCoy. She usually is the pinch runner. We'll see. Maybe she will be batting. Where were we in the batting order? We were at Kidston. We at the 9 spot. I think we were in.
I don't have the Game Changer paid edition, so I have not.
Let's see what we got here.
I didn't realize until you're not a coach how much you can't access anymore.
Yep. All right, ball one to McCoy. Okay, so McCoy is coming in at center field, but Slagle wasn't batting, so I'm not sure where she lines in the batting order. But she's up. Called strike. 2-1. They've slotted her in where Slagle is. I don't know if she's going to play center field afterwards or if she's just batting. But Slagle wasn't a batter. 2-2. Works at full, 3-2. High, and that'll walk McCoy. Runner on first, and I'm guessing they don't need a pinch runner for her.
No.
That'll bring up Josie Arnold.
A familiar location for her.
Yes, indeed. All right, so she was batting for Kidston. And that means Josie Arnold, top of the order, is up. First pitch to her, called strike.
Mosey's on over, says you can't get me.
Got lots of people from all over the place listening tonight, watching. Swung on, Arnold over to short, and she's safe. McCoy to second. That was a nice effort there. The third baseman tried to get it, couldn't get to it. Shortstop picked it up, couldn't get the throw in time. Say hi to Terry Roos in Fort Worth, Texas, also watching the game today. This will bring up
to the world broadcast of the Golden Bear Sports Network here.
This will bring up Reese Roofer. First pitch to her, a called strike. Runners at first and second. At second, it's McCoy who got on with a walk, and then Josie Arnold had a single. Inside ball. Both runners advance. Now runners at second and third. Pass ball. Runner scores.
But you see the frustration out of the catcher there. There was no hustle back for that one.
Yep.
Knew that it was passed, knew it was coming in.
So a run here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Another meeting at the mound here. This is just an infield meeting. We'll tell you it's brought to you by S&S Directional Boring.
One of the buttons I could find quickly.
One of the buttons you could find quickly. Again, for those of you tuning in, sad news out of Bryan this morning is WBNO WQCT had a fire at the studio last night, and pretty much a total loss we're hearing. And they've been a good broadcast partner of Eric and I for many, many years. Swung on. Over to first base for the first out of the inning. Nice job there by the first baseman. And not only have they been partners with us on the Golden Bear Sports Network for many, many years, we also have a lot of friends that work there.
Yes, absolutely.
Longtime friends, and so we feel for them.
See how the next couple days come
Yeah.
about for him out there. I know got a picture from Funderburg and him and his wife out at the station looking through.
Swung on line to shortstop. What a play by the shortstop.
And the thought process, as soon as she caught that, it wasn't look at me, it was look at third. Can I make a second?
So 2 down. This will bring up Amaya Langham. That's swung on. Bouncing ball to second. Throw over, got her. So the Bears tack on an additional insurance run, and it is 4-0 as we head to the top of the 7th inning here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. St. Mary's coming to bat.
At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, 3 outs away for the Lady Bears for another trip to the regionals. They are up 4-0 over the St. Mary's Roughriders. For St. Mary's, no runs on no hits, 1 error. For the Golden Bears, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Lady Bears have left 10 on base. And, wow, it's been a good game. All that happened in the 5th inning with 2 outs. 3 runs come in, and Bears just need a quick little inning here. And as Staten warms up, 3 outs away. And another beautiful day here at Defiance. UNOH is a great facility to broadcast from. Not saying that, but I'll tell you what, it's nice to be 20 minutes away from home.
Right.
Especially since we're probably going to go somewhere really far.
First baseman, Ava Klosterman.
Klosterman, the number 4 hitter, will bat here. It'll be Klosterman's Shadrack and Young if there's no changes. First pitch to her is swung on and missed. Next pitch, outside corner, but too far outside. High, 2-1. Count goes to 3-1. Klosterman's had a couple of great plays at first base as well, defensively. Strike. Count goes full. The 3-2 swung on, popped into center field. Slagle comes over to make the grab. 1 down. And this will bring up Shadrack, the second baseman. Coming into this at-bat, she is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. First pitch to her. Outside, ball 1. Main stop scoreboard shows 4-0. Main stop's open where you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thursday, the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Swung on and missed. 1-1. High, 2-1. That is swung on and missed.
Good cut.
Yeah, it was a good cut. High 3-2. Swung on and missed. Another Welling Construction strikeout. One out away. This will bring up Aiden Young. 2 down here, top of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swung on, popped foul. Josie will track it down and return it. Staten, two strikes here. Gives it a little pat on the head. Outside. Ooh, inside. Making it interesting. Tia's got a big smile on her face, though, like, okay. Gonna make this hard for me. Oh, a hitter.
Hitter just picked her up. Of course.
All right, well. Base runner doesn't matter. Let's get the batter. Right? Base runner doesn't matter at this point.
Yep.
Third baseman, Kaylee Smith.
Kaylee Smith, your third baseman, is up. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Kaylee Smith coming into it. It's 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Strike 2. She tried to hold up, it went around. Strike 3, and the Lady Bears are heading to the regionals. They are district champions, and everybody goes wild. The Lady Bears victorious by a score of 4-0, and it's a final score. And so the Lady Bears will move on. They will play Wednesday at 2 p.m. against West Geauga at a location to be determined. Stay tuned to the Bryan Sports Facebook page. We're going to do everything in our power to cover that, as we usually do, and the Lady Bears will continue on the tournament trail, just 2 more wins away from state. And we will take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we will recap this one. Thanks so much for watching on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, got a medal ceremony going on, so we're going to send it down to the public address for that.
this afternoon, Athletic Director Jim Holman. When your name is called, please come forward to receive your individual medallion. Number 00, Kaylee Smith. Number 1, Macy Fuzan. Number 2, Taylor Meyer. Number 3, McKenna Meinerding. Number 5, Audrey Childs. Number 6, Kelly Holsinger. Number 7, Addison Vandeker. Number 8, Cadence Hirschfeld. Number 11, Ava Klosterman. Number 12, Olivia Tester. Number 13, Riley Berg. Number 14, Aiden Young. Number 14, number 17, Callie Bonalls. Number 20, Alexis Shadrack. Number 21, Hattie Patterson. Number 22, Claire Turner. Number 23, Reagan Cathy. And number 33, Shay Bird. The assistant coaches, Kayla Zimmerman. Mark Shamp. And Al Sullivan. And the head coach for the St. Mary's Roughriders, Kendra Solomon. Now would head coach Kendra Solomon and the Roughriders seniors please come forward to receive your trophy. Congratulations on an outstanding season. And now, we will recognize the 2025 OHSAA Division IV District Championship Team, the Bryan High School Golden Bears. Presenting the awards this afternoon will be Athletic Director Nate Keel. When your name is called, please come forward to receive your individual medallion. Number 1, Anna McCoy. Number 2, Josie Arnold. Number 3, Emmeline Slagle. Number 4, Amaya Langham. Number 6, Claire Stever. Number 10, Mariah Graves. Number 11, Giselle Kidston. Number 13, Thea Staten. Number 15, Miley Volmer. Number 17, Reese Roofer. Number 22, Mackenzie Blevins. Number 31, Adeline Hake. Number 35, Taylor Dominic. And number 44, Adrian Fisher. Now the assistant coaches. Brian Arnold. Paula Fry. Eric Langham. Jennifer Radeball. And the head coach of the Bryan Golden Bears, Hillary Staten. Now, with head coach Hillary Staten and the Golden Bear seniors, please come forward to receive your trophy. Once again, congratulations to Bryan High School Golden Bears, who will now advance to the regional semifinal.
There you have it, the Lady Bears victorious, heading to the regional semifinal, and they will face West Geauga Wednesday at 2 o'clock.
Thank you for attending today's event, and please drive safely.
And the other regional semifinal, according to Nate, who's being very helpful today, have the Lake Flyers and the Lexington Minutemen. And we'll have that no matter where it is on Wednesday, assuming we can get kids to travel and help us out. So keep up with all the Bryan sports action by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Get notified when we go on the air for each game. 2, head to youtube.com/Bryan Sports and hit the subscribe button. Going to take one final timeout. We'll come back. I didn't get stats. I should run stats real quick. Sorry. Hang on just a second. I'm going too fast. Let's look at the stats for the Golden Bears. Josie Arnold was 2 for 4 with a strikeout. Reese Rufer was 0 for 4. Thea Staten was 1 for 3 with a walk. Amaya Langham was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Abrienne Fisher was 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. Miley Vollmer was 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a walk. Claire Stever was 1 for 1. Mackenzie Blevins was 0 for 3. And Annalisa McCoy was 0 for 2. For pitching, Thea went 7 innings complete game, walked 3, struck out 15, faced 25 batters through 113 pitches, 70 of them were strike. Hirschfield for St. Mary's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Holsinger 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Vandeveer 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Berg was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Klosterman was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Shadrack was 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Young was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Smith was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Turner 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And Meyer 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Pitching, Van de Kier went 4.2, gave up 6 runs, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs. All 3 were earned. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Berg came in 1.1 innings pitched, 2 hits, a run. That was earned, and a walk. And Van de Kier faced 24 batters through 94 pitches. Berg faced 7 batters through 20 pitchers. All right, pitches. There we go. We're going to take a timeout, come back with our final wrap, and back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance, and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
Sponsors today, a game brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veterans Services of Williams County. Also our sponsors on our sister radio station, Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Thiel Supply Center. All right, well, our next game is Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Team is going to be against West Geauga, and the location is going to be determined. We will do our best to cover that game based on facilities and crew that we can do, as we always want to cover our Lady Bears and our Golden Bears as they move on in the tournament play. All right, it's time to thank our crew. Our director is Eric Herman. He also filled in, helping out with play-by-play and color today. Our cameras were Bailey Sines and Haley Strine. Athletic Department at BHS, Nathan Keel and Teresa Kuzmal. Golden Bear Photo, Matt Neff and Stephanie Ponzak. Defiance High School, I want to thank Jerry Beauty. And our executive producer of the Golden Bear Sports Network is myself, Chris Malenga. This broadcast is produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District, is prohibited. One final time for all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network. I'm Chris Malenga. Again, your final score is 4-0. We'll have the game for you on Wednesday. Good luck to the Lady Bears and congratulations on a district championship heading to regionals. Have a great night, everybody.